Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Bront,
I'm Willem.
and we are Baldy and the Beast. Welcome to the first episode of Sports Entertained. Tonight, we'll be doing the classic Rey Mysterio Eddie Guerrero mask versus title match. It really is a killer match. It was at the MGM Grand Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. This match went 13:51. Meltzer gave it 4.75 stars. The only reason I can find that he did that is that it wasn't at the Tokyo Dome. It was somewhere WCW would have ran, so the South probably.
Yeah.
Uh, at this point in time, though, this is 97. And so WCW is hot. This is peak WCW. And in my opinion, a lot of that goes down to the roster. I mean, I'm just going to go down some of the names because this roster is. This is like a great roster. Any company in the world would love to have this roster. You had Ray, Eddie, Ultimo Dragon, Booker T, Scott Steiner, Paul White, Goldberg, DDP, Jericho, Raven. And you're not including, like, there's mixed opinions, but you got your main event, you got your Hall, Nash, Hogan,
Yeah.
Sting, like Ric Flair. Like, this roster that they had was killer, and it's a big reason, in my opinion, why they succeeded like they did.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, Will, you've got Disco Inferno,
Oh yeah,
wrestling genius.
the big man himself.
Yes, not an idiot at all.
Yeah.
0% terrible opinions on wrestling.
I hope you can sense the sarcasm in that one. Well, I completely lost you there. You're gone. Like you're just frozen completely.
Hear me now? Okay.
Yeah.
How far did we get?
I lost you after I said that Disco Inferno being an idiot or being a genius was complete sarcasm.
Okay, well, maybe we should stop there because I didn't do anything except for throw punches that maybe did not necessarily need to be thrown.
Okay, so the way that these videos are going to wind up going is we're going to introduce the match. We're going to say where you can find it. We're going to say like what time it starts on the card. And then we're going to live on our Twitch channel. You can watch along with us if you watch it on the WWE Network or you watch it wherever we have it available at. But for the purpose of this video, we're going to cut to the post-match segment so we can discuss the match. We can talk about it a little bit. And we'll kind of go from there. So we will see you after the match is over. Shit.
There he is. Ray won the match. He gets to keep his mask for now.
Yep. God damn.
I don't like Ray's music.
No. WCW never had good music though. Like they had the odd like every now and again they would have a good one. Like Hogan coming out to Voodoo Child, that was fitting, and the NWO music is like iconic, but if you listen to it, it's literally the same shit on loop.
Well, but the NWO music, they said, like Bischoff said, that they were looking for music, and the NWO music was in Turner's video library.
Oh, yeah.
And they just happened to own the music, and they were like, oh, yeah, this is fantastic. And that's how they got the NWO music.
Yeah. And then wasn't DDP's music just like a riff on Smells Like Teen Spirit?
Like half of WCW's music was a riff off of something popular a couple years before.
Yeah.
that was Jimmy Hart's like MO.
Yeah.
Not that he was bad at writing wrestling themes, but
right.
But that match was fantastic.
That was really good.
That match was like some of that stuff was video game wrestling. They just chucked. They really did. They chucked each other. They chucked themselves at each other, and that one corkscrew move that you called out that Ray hit, he literally just threw himself.
Right.
And hit Eddie Guerrero on the way down. And that was just it's not something I like to see a lot, but these two guys pulled it off.
Yeah.
Ray hits the best DDT of all time.
Yep.
Fight Me. It was fantastic. And just the match, there was a lot leading up to this match. However, on Bischoff's podcast, he was talking about how like Ray didn't want to lose his mask.
Right.
Obviously. No offense to Ray. Yeah, no offense to Ray, but he knows there's a baby face under that mask.
Yep.
And it's not the kind of baby face that makes you makes you money in wrestling.
Yep.
But so Bischoff threatened his contract essentially.
Oh wow.
And so they agreed that Ray would lose the match, but it would be later.
Yeah.
And in pure WCW fashion, he lost it against the Outsiders. There was a mask versus hair match between him and Conan and the Outsiders. And obviously Ray lost and then started his gimmick.
Did Conan ever have like hair that was worth losing though?
I think the hair was more on the side of the Outsiders.
Oh, like all the Outsiders would lose their hair?
Yeah, like Kevin Nash, mainly, probably. Not that they ever had a plan to do that, because if you think Kevin Nash is shaving his hair...
Yeah, if you think Kevin Nash is shaving his head, you're a couple years before he was in Grandma's Boy.
Yeah. So...
Yeah, I thought, like, that was a great match. I'd never seen it before, and I didn't know, like, all the stuff that went into it.
Yeah, there was a lot behind this match, for sure.
Yeah, it would have been Hall's hair.
Walter Grundon says he thinks it was Hall's hair. Hi, Walter.
Okay.
Which very well might be. Obviously, me being the research guy, I missed that one, so...
Well, I mean, you know... There's so little that's actually, like, recorded around this time. Like, not even just around this time, just in general. Like...
Yeah.
There's not really a concrete archive of all this stuff, so you have to do research in bits and pieces.
And a lot of it is like podcasts, which like Bischoff does, and this is not like a slide on Bischoff or anything, but he does like it's his version of the story.
Right.
So like, you know, there's always when you're telling your version of any story, there's always room for bias.
Right. Well, and not only that, I had something, but I forgot what I was going to say. Continue whatever you were saying, and let me think on it for a second because my brain just shut down.
I'm glad that our brain shut down at the same time.
Yeah.
Obviously, our podcaster telepathy sucks, and instead of being at opposite times, we're at the same.
Right.
I guess if you want to, we could go over the card real quick. Just to go over like their roster at the time. Who they had. So the opening match was Yuji Nagata versus Ultimo Dragon.
God, I kind of want to like go back and watch that match too. That could go good in this series because that sounds like it'd be a banger.
Yep. And then they had Gato versus Jericho. And I don't know if I want to go watch the match or if I would like to be like in the back room where they planned the match and watch those two's brains just, you know, go. Oh, that's what I want to see.
The other thing I had
I'm sure that was super interesting.
The other thing that I had was that the only other way you could find out a lot of this information about like what was going on in these matches is to go back and trudge through 97 Nitro to try and figure out like what's actually going on.
Yeah. I love you. I love every one of the people that are watching right now. I am not watching old 97 Nitro. I don't get paid enough. So the next match was Steve McMichael versus Deborah's Mystery Man. Mongo, you know, they were trying to get him over. Then you had Jacqueline versus Disco Inferno.
Okay.
God, I don't want to. Can we just skip Disco? He's the moron. He could go though. I will cut him presents where he's due. Every time I watch a Disco match, he is he's a good wrestler. He can wrestle.
He could wrestle, but that's about it. Like he's not a very intelligent person.
Yeah. No, I don't think he has intelligent views on wrestling, but I think he understood what wrestling was in the mid to late 90s, and he did a good job.
Well, and not only that, but
but his modern stuff is just bad.
He fucking he shit on the fucking Stone Cold Stunner by doing like he just named it Disco Heat or something like that.
Yeah. And then we had Kurt Hennig versus Ric Flair. That'd be a great match. Like 5-10 years before they did it. No offense to either of those two, but this was 97, and I'd rather see a 92 Ric Flair Kurt Hennig match than 97 one. And then we get into our main event scene. All the names that you would expect: Scott Hall versus Lex Luger. Macho Man and DDP had a last man standing match, which I don't recall having ever seen.
That sounds like it could have been an interesting match.
It's Macho and DDP.
But it's NWO Macho, not like...
Yeah. I don't know. It's one of those where I think it could go either way. We might visit that one later.
Yeah.
And the main event, I will never visit. Can't pay me. Hulk Hogan, Roddy Piper, Steel Cage.
Oh, that sounds terrible. I saw like the promos leading up to it in the show, and that sounds awful.
Yeah, it's 97. And
that sounds like it would have been awful in 87.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. And neither of those two guys ever got over on their in-ring work, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna start hate on episode 1, but Hulk Hogan and Roddy Piper were not ring work guys.
No.
But did you have anything else you wanted to say about the match?
No, I thought it was really good. Like I said, I'd never seen it before. There were a lot of moves that I didn't really expect out of them. Like a lot of the pump handle backbreaker, that one was one that I'd never seen before, and I thought that was really nice.
Cool move. I'm sure it sucks to take, and that's why people don't do it. But cool move.
Well, and I'm sure the only reason that they did it is because Rey weighs like the same as a chicken. Like, he's very, very light man.
And Rey probably trusts Eddie. I mean, everybody knows how close they were backstage. I'd assume they had some kind of relationship still in 97. I'm assuming Rey trusted Eddie, because I know Rey said this is his favorite match he ever did with Eddie.
Yeah.
And maybe one of his favorite matches ever done. So, you know, I'm sure if Eddie told him to jump off a 3-story tall building and he would catch him into Hurricanrana, Rey would have been like, I trust Eddie.
Cool.
Yep,
okay,
let's
cool.
do it.
Let's
Make
do
it look good.
Well, I mean, you know, a couple months ago they let him throw him off the roof. They let someone
off the roof, my ass. I've jumped off things taller than that. Threw him 7 feet down onto the next balcony.
Yeah.
And then the eyeball thing. Okay, well, we're getting on to that's different.
That's just completely different territory.
That's when we have a Patreon and somebody makes me watch that match.
Yeah.
All right, but anyways, we're gonna go ahead. We will be back on Thursday, same time, 6:30. We will be doing. I'm excited for the next one. We'll be doing CM Punk versus Jeff Hardy. This will be the WWE Night of Champions 2009. Should be a good match. I'm looking forward. We're gonna get into a trilogy here.
Yep.
We're gonna do that match. The TLC match between CM Punk and Hardy at SummerSlam, and then to close out that trilogy, it'll be the Loser Leaves Town Steel Cage match with Punk and Hardy. I'm looking forward to get started into that, and I hope everybody is too. We'll see you on Thursday.
Yeah.
Y'all have a great day.
Yep. See you guys later.